Yes, I think so. Through this workshop, I definitely became more confident in delivering my ideas, and I obviously also became better at leading a project or taking part in a project. Before the conference in my school, I was the kind of person that would raise my hand and address whatever I think, but never in front of people I didn't know. So if I was always confident around people I knew, but never with people I didn't know because I was kind of an awkward person. But obviously, in the beginning of this conference, I never raised my hand to say anything. Some people would just raise their hand and were so confident, and I really admired that, but I never knew. I mean, I never thought I could go and raise my hand and just say this and that because I was never that kind of person. But I realized that at the end of the conference, or like the last 2 days, I wasn't that scared to raise my hand and talk because I don't know, there was this confidence in me that I just wanted to say something I wanted, and it was amazing because whenever I tried to raise my hand, I would never do it because I knew I wasn't going to say something properly. But at the end of the conference, I was clear, and I always wanted to say something. And I know this is very weird, but yes, I built a lot of confidence through the conference. And also, in terms of teamwork, I realized that everyone's different and everyone has a different approach towards everything, and it's important to get together and get out everyone's strengths and not their weaknesses, so we could all become better together. And I learned how there are different types of teams, there are different types of people, and that's what makes a team amazing, and that teamwork is extremely important when doing a teamwork. I mean, that sounded weird. Teamwork is extremely important when you're doing something in a group, and I definitely learned so much from these 7 days in the conference. So I would implement these learnings and these things I learned in the conference by, obviously, whenever we have teamwork, whenever we have group work in school, I would obviously use my learning from the conference to do any sort of teamwork in the future, because I am more aware of how a team should work and how a team will work better now because of the conference. And I also learned a lot about leadership through this program. And I learned how everyone is a different leader. There's not one specific leader that's amazing or that's good, and everyone has their own sort of wonderful thing inside of them. And I think so. I have elections coming up next week in my school, class representative elections, and I am pretty confident that I'll be a good leader if I get elected. And obviously, so I learned a lot about being eloquent in the conference, and now I know I can speak better because I'm also confident as well. So all of these things I can implement just in my daily life, and it's not, this conference wasn't just beneficial for me as a leader or me as a team, but also just me as a person, because I just acquired a lot of new skills through this conference. And yes.